The small shop owner has bought in the Santa or in any light bazaar.
एक ही जगह पे मिलके those type of plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. Comparison, there are 3 types:
up, down, right, left.
I am not inferior to anyone.
We are Clarus. You are top on the Everest. Congratulations.
I want to be a leader.
Good afternoon, children. So, I am welcome for this mental ability session. Last class already I informed you the examination pattern and how to prepare for the examination. So, once again I am just briefing that information. So, in NTSE examination you have 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. Of course, that you call it as stage 1 and stage 2 also. Stage 1 is conducted by SCRT in state level and stage 2 is conducted by NCRT in national level. So, finally 1000 children will qualify for the examination to get the scholarship. So, maybe all of you or some of you will be in the top list. So, for the good preparation who are going to write the examination on November 8th. So, today I am going to give the some information how to prepare the mental ability test. This is the most important thing in the paper. So, we have math and CLT means here language comprehensive test and SAT scholastic aptitude test. In that you have all mathematics, physical science, biological science, English and other subjects also. So, for SAT it is 100 marks, for math it is 50 marks. So, very important. So, you have to listen it carefully, of course, then you can understand it easily. See, already I said if you are a stranger for any place, so if you know the path, then it is very easy for you to reach the destination, otherwise it is very difficult. Like mental ability also, there are so many kinds of things, analogy and different kinds, I will discuss it one by one. So, if you see that yesterday I gave a brief about the kinds of questions in the math examination, that is alphabet test, analogy, arithmetical reasoning, assertion and reasoning, blood relations, classification, coding and decoding, data sufficiency, direction, sense test, inserting the missing characters, logical sequence of words, Venn diagrams, mathematical operations, number ranking, time sequence test, series, situation reaction test. These are the various kinds of questions in math. So, today we are going to discuss it one by one. Already I said there is an in the mode of examination just math has a 50 marks and a language comprehensive test 50 marks and rest of is 100 marks. So, it is a very easy. Now, coming to that in a brief, the first one is verbal reasoning. The question is here, I collected some of the questions which are given already in the examination, then that will give the standard of the examination. So, the first question in the verbal reasoning is select the best alternative. Here the question is seismography is concerned with the earthquake and tensiometer is concerned with which. So, options are landslides, strains, resistance and volcanoes. Of course, here this kind of questions in verbal reasoning, there is a reasoning plays vital role. So, you have to know there are so many kinds of instruments which measures the given information. So, here seismography, so if the earthquake comes, how much what is the intensity of the earthquake will be measured by seismography. Recently the earthquake comes in Japan and it is around 7.4 on the Richter scale. So, generally we are using Richter scale in the seismography. Like what is the tensiometer here? Of course, tensiometer is an instrument which measures the strains. So, this is the answer. So, option B is correct. Like you can ask so many questions based on this reasoning type so if you want to know the potential difference between two ends of a conductor. So, it is called a voltmeter. If you want to know the current passes through a conductor is called ammeter. If you want to know the density of a milk in general, so we will call it as lactometer. If you want to know the of course water density in air, we call it a hygrometer. So, like there are different kinds of instruments which measures for the different quantities and different situations. So, you have to learn all this, then you can easily identify so which is the concerned. Are you understand? So, like they will ask the questions based on all these things. So, just collect that information and you can write the verbal reasoning easily. So, no, there is no difficulty at all. When you see the next question here, verbal reasoning here, A is B's sister and C is B's mother and D is C's father and E is D's mother. Then how A is related to D? This is the question. Actually, this is a relation between the family members. So, they will ask it. A is B's sister, means A is a sister of B. Okay. A is a sister of B and C is B's mother. C is B's mother means here very clear B is the daughter of C. A is the daughter of C and B also daughter of C, because A and B are sisters. Okay. Next, D is a C's father, means D is C's father, means it is very clear A is a sister of B and B is a daughter of C. So, and the what is the information is given, D is a C's father, means A is a father, A is the daughter of C. Are you understand this? Then D is E is the D's mother. D's mother means you can say D is the father of C. Then what is the final relation? Very clear, A is grandfather of D. Is it clear? Because A's mother is, what is A's mother? C and C's father is D. So, obviously, A is the granddaughter of D. This is the question. Like they will ask the question on the relations of the family. So, like you have to generally this is most important, you have to understand the family relations. Of course, children now we have a micro families. So, we do not have any this kind of family relations, but previously we have very big families, of course, that we have can we call it as father, mother, sister, brother, uncle, like so many kinds of relations. So, you have to understand it, otherwise you experienced these relations, no problem at all, otherwise you have to learn these relations, then only you have to answer it. So, are you understand this? They may ask one of the question based on the relations of the family. So, when you see the next question here is if in the word disturbance the first letter is interchanged with the last letter, the second letter is interchanged with the 10th letter and so on, which letter would come after the letter T in the newly formed word. Okay. So, this is generally here disturbance means here there is 11 letters in that. So, we can just interchanging means here both extremes of the first letter from the right hand side and first letter from the left hand side, means D and E are interchanged, I and C are interchanged, S and N are interchanged, T and A are interchanged. Like if you write that, what kind of sequence will come? It will be definitely E, C, N, A, B, R, U, S, T, S, I, D. Okay. So, the question is very lengthy, and if you see it is a very funniest thing, just write the total word from, it is from left to right or no, right, if you write it as a from right to left, the same will come. So, clearly what will come, sir? S comes after T. So, it is very clear. So, option A is the answer. So, for this I will give a small idea to you to write to follow all these things, just observe the board. So, you have to write for this, first you have to write A, B, C, D, E, like F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y and Z. So, 26 letters, no? So, you have to give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. Okay. So, before going to write this examination, it is a very sincere instruction to all of the children. So, immediately you have to write all the alphabets from A to Z, and you have to avoid, of course, you have to give the ranking means, or you can give the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Say it is highly useful to you to know how you are going to arrange it. This is the most important. So, it comes as an alphabetical order. So, you have to follow it very clearly. Now, coming to the next question. So, it is come from arithmetical reasoning. Okay. Arithmetical reasoning. So, very important. So, generally arithmetical things will place vital role. Here today is Varun's birthday. 1 year from today he will be twice as old as he was 12 years ago. How old is Varun's today? This is the question. So, today is Varun's birthday. 1 year from today he will be twice as old as he was 12 years ago. How old is Varun's today? Okay. So, generally what will you do? So, it is an arithmetics or algebra, whatever it may be the mathematical concept, you have to first consider that which is unknown, that will be considered as x. So, what is the given information? Today is Varun's birthday. So, you have to say today the Varun's age is as x years. Then Varun's age after 1 year how much? We have to add 1 to x, which is x plus 1 years. Okay. And what is the given relation? And given relation is simply it is given as from today he will be twice as old he was 12 years ago, means here previously. So, just you have to subtract 12 from x, means x minus 12, and twice means 2 times. So, x plus 1 is equal to 2 of x minus 12. Are you understand this? So, it is a most important, means here this is a verbal problem, and this verbal problem you are converted into a mathematical sentence as an first degree linear equation. So, as x plus 1 is equal to 2 of x minus 12, when you simplify it, x plus 1 equal to 2 times of x minus 12 is nothing but 2 x minus 24. Just send x to one side and 24 to other side, that is 2 x minus x, which is x, 1 plus 24 equal to 25. So, x equal to 25 means today's Varun's age is 25 years. Just if you imagine that now 25 years, next year 26 years, am I correct? 12 years before what is simply it is again 25 minus 12, which is 13. So, you can check it is easily. Are you understand? Because once if you add 1 to that, now 25. So, after 1 year 25 plus 1, that is 26. So, what you get answer previously? You get 13. 13 is nothing but twice of course 26 is nothing but twice of 13. So, it is very simple, like they will ask the question in it. So, you have to mathematical calculations by using arithmetical reasoning, understand. So, generally they will ask it is one more question also, they will ask it as sometimes what is the equation which represent. For example, if the length of a rectangle is 2 times the breadth of its and its area is 48 square units, okay, then find the length or find the length and breadth, they will ask it is. So, it is very simple children, just what is the given information, length of the rectangle is twice of the breadth. So, then you can say simply breadth is x units, then length will be x plus 2 units. And what is the area for rectangle? You know that area for rectangle x of x plus 2, because it is L into B, understand. And what is given information 48? 48 equal to x of x plus 2 otherwise you can write it x square plus 2x equal to 48. You have a quadratic equation x square plus 2x minus 48 equal to 0. Okay. Then you have to factorize it minus 48 as 6 8s and minus 6 and plus 8. What is the reason behind for this? So, if the x coefficient is positive and the constant is negative, so you have to take the positive value for the bigger value and you have to take the minus value for the smaller value. So, for that reason, for the and very important thing is why you consider 6 and 8, you can consider 48 is simply 2 24s, you can consider that also. But why I consider this 6 and 8, when you take the product you have to get minus 48, when you take the sum you have to get plus 2, that is a very important, children. So, then you have to write it as x square plus 8x minus 6x minus 48 equal to 0. Take x common from it, x plus 8, take minus 6 common from it, x plus 8 equal to 0. So, if you take x plus 8 as a common, then you have x here minus 6 which is equal to 0. The product of two numbers equal to 0 means one of either a equal to 0 or b equal to 0 or both are equal to 0. So, I am taking the condition x plus 8 equal to 0, x minus 6 equal to 0, x equal to minus 8, x equal to plus 6, and you can't take minus 8 as a unit because it represents the length of the of course breadth of the rectangle. So, length or breadth anyway those are nothing but some measurements which cannot be as negative, you have to take a positive only. So, breadth is 6 units, then length is 8 units. Okay. So, this is suitable for academic session, but it takes how much time? For explanation only I am taking more than 1 minute or 2 minutes. Yesterday I said, so there are 200 questions, you have to answer in 180 minutes. Is it clear? So, you have to answer each question which is given in the paper less than 52 seconds. For reading the question, already I said from a statistical information, for reading the total question it takes at least 12 to 13 seconds. Okay. And reading the option it takes at least 2 to 3 seconds, completely 15 seconds meant for reading the question and options. Okay, good. Then bubbling the answer it takes around 3 to 4 seconds or 5 seconds, totally 20 seconds. Out of 52 seconds, 20 seconds meant for reading the question and bubbling the answer. Then we have only 32 seconds. Then how we are going to do this? Is it correct way? Now I am going to give the very simple method. So, no need to do all these things, I will give a very simple. So, once you have the relation that is 48, just take the statistics, it is given information as 48, it is a product of two numbers because it represents area which is a product of two length and breadth. You have to write 48 as 6 8s. Okay. And the relation between these two is 8 is 2 units more than that. So, you can write directly 6 and 8 are the units, no need to do the total process. This is only for what I said the first method, you can adopt that method in the examination, it is a competitive examination. So, no one will see your solution, just answer plays a vital role. So, please children keep in mind you have to get the answer in a simple tricky method or whatever it may be method. So, that method will not be awarded, the procedure will not be awarded, only answer will be awarded. So, please children do not waste your time, concentrate how to get the answer in a simplest way, that is the most important. Do not go in a lengthy procedural methods, are you understand. So, in arithmetical reasoning there is a lot of scope for asking questions on that. So, you just make clear, then you definitely you will get the good answer, are you understand. Okay. Now, can you come to the next question, you just to observe it. When you see this, a tailor had a number of shirt pieces to cut from a roll of fabric. He cut each roll of equal length into 10 pieces. He cut at the rate of 40 cuts a minute. How many rolls would be cut in 24 minutes? See, so how beauty in this question. A tailor had number of shirt pieces to cut from a roll of fabric. He cut each roll of equal length into 10 pieces. So, there is a fabric, he is going to cut in 10 pieces. he cut at the rate of 45 cuts in a minute, means how many rolls he cuts in 1 minute, can you say? Simply 45 by 10, of course it is 4.5, means just 4.5 rolls he will cut it into 1 minute. How many rolls will be cut into 24 minutes? Okay. So, see, this is a question, can you find it a question in another way? This is a very simple one. Okay. Now, coming to this. So, when you come into the explanation, if you see that number of cuts made to cut roll into 10 pieces is 9, number of cut made to cut a roll 10 pieces is 9. Okay. What is the reason? There you got it is, and therefore, the required number of rolls is, so in each one how many that there are 45 cuts in 1 minute. How many minutes there are? 24 minutes. So, 45 24s are you following this? 45 24s are okay. Then how many pieces in each? Of course, 10 pieces, number of cuts made to cut roll into, because there are 9, number of cuts made to cut a roll into 10 pieces is 9. So, you can simply you can ask 45 of 24 by 9, of course, 9 ones are 9 fives are, so for 24 fives are, answer is 120, like they may ask the question. Otherwise, sometimes they ask, I will take the one question from that examination, a very simple one here, say they will give it as 4 power 5 plus 4 power 5 plus 4 power 5 plus 4 power 5 plus 4 power 5 by 3 power 5 plus 3 power 5 plus 3 power 5 of 6 power 5 plus 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 6 power 5, 6 times it is, whole by 2 power 5 plus 2 power 5, which is equal to 2 to the power of n. Find n. This is a question. Then how to do this? Generally, you may feel that this is a very big question, it is very difficult to do it. Okay. Now, I am taking this is 4 power 5, 4 5, say, can you find 4 power 5 so many times? You have to answer in 30 seconds. Understand, children? Is there any pattern involved it? Just observe the pattern. When you observe this pattern, there are 4 power 5s. You can write it as sum, so you can write as 4 of 4 power 5. Okay. How many 3 power 5 here? 3 of 3 power 5, 3 times. So, you can write 3 of 3 power 5. How many 6 power 5s here? 6 times, 6 of 6 to the power of 5. How many 2 power 5s are here? 2 times, 2 of 2 to the power of 5, which is equal to 2 power n. Means what is the meaning of 4 of 4 power 5s? There are 4, how many 4s here? 5 4s, 1 more 4, totally 6. So, 4 to the power of 6, it is 6 to the power of 6, it is 3 to the power of 6, and this is 2 to the power of 6, which is equal to 2 power n. So, now I am coming to this here 4 power 6, 6 power 6, 3 power 6, 2 power 6. I am writing this 4 into 6 by 3 into 2 whole to the power of 6, which is equal to 2 power n. 3 2 just 6 and 6 will get cancelled. What is 4 here? You can write as 2 square whole power 6, which is 2 power n, or 2 to the power of 12 equal to 2 power n. Therefore, n equal to 12. Okay. So, by observing this, simply you can say by observing this, do not get tension. So, when the question is very big, so do not get tension, there should be a very simple logic. You have to understand that logic and then you can write the answer. So, this kind of questions generally they will ask in an arithmetic reasoning, clear. Okay. And now coming to the next kind is call it as coding and decoding. This is a very important. So, here coding and decoding, see children, now SSA examination, after SSA examination generally they will decode your number, means simply they will take the total number, they will give some code number for it. So, if you see that 134 means you are well, 134 means you are well, 134 means you are well, 758 means they go home, 8:39 means we are home. Okay. So, which of the statements can be dispensed with the while answering the above question? So, options are A only, B only, A or C only and B or C only. Now, we can find the of course, so here what is the statement, which of the statement can be dispensed with the while answering the above question. Okay. Now, coming to this 1, 3, 4 means here 1 represents you, R represents 3, 4 represents well, am I correct? Okay. Now, 758, 7 represents they, 5 represents go and 8 represents home. Okay. Now, here 8:39 means we are home. So, we are home means here very clear, if you see that 8 represents we and 3 represent R, okay, correct, and 9 represent home. Now, we can find the code for home from the second and third statements. For finding the code for they, so from if you want to find the code from a home, you can easily identify that in 758, 8:39 in they go home, we are home. Are you understand? So, there are 3 numericals and 3 words also. So, which represent by home 8, am I correct? Okay. Now, for finding the code for they, we need code for go which cannot be determined. Okay. For example, if you want to find the code for go, is there any other word? So, can you call it as very difficult to go? We need the code for go, it is a very important, which cannot be did from the given data. So, clearly the statement A is not necessary. Are you understand? So, like we can identify the coding and decoding from it. Okay. Now, coming to the another question for understanding sake, just observe that if Z equal to 52, Z equal to 52 and ACT equal to 48, then what is BAT? Z equal to 52, ACT equal to 48, then what is BAT? Your options are 39, 41, 44, 46. Some explanation, of course, here explanation is given, just observe that. Okay. Z equal to 52, okay, and so can you get 52? What is 52 in general? Can you imagine it? Already I wrote the numbers on the board, you have to write from A to Z. So, how many alphabets are there? There are 26 alphabets, am I correct? Okay, 26. What is Z here? Z is the generally in alphabets, Z is the last one. If you give from 1 to 26, Z value will be 52. What is the relation between 52 and 26? It twice of it, exactly correct. So, we can say easily that is instead of giving 1, 2, 3, 4, if you can give it as for A, B, C, D as even numbers, means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 like. So, what the Z value will comes 52. Okay. Now, coming to that ACT. So, I am giving ACT. So, if you come to that ACT, what is ACT here? ACT, A is the first letter, so it is 2, C is the third letter, so it is 6 and T. So, just observe and what is the when you see T, T is the 20th letter. When T is the 20th letter, it becomes 40, 22s. So, 40 plus 6, 46 plus 2, 48. It is 48. Okay. Act is given as 48. Are you understand this? Absolutely correct. Okay. Now, you are coming to the BAT. Now, come to the BAT. Okay. B is the second letter. When B is the second letter, then what is the value of B? Means twice of that position. So, 4. A is the first letter. So, what is the position? 1. So, twice of that position means 2. And T, T is the 20th letter. So, what is its position? 20. So, what its value? Twice of the position. 2 20 is 40. So, 4 plus 2.